What's up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2025 Noah Gragson Rush Truck Sitters Ford Mustang here in the studio. One of his brand new paint schemes for his FRM inaugural season. Let's go ahead and get off the base and check it out. And here we go, folks, for today's Diecast review. The Noah Gragson Rush Truck Sitters Ford Mustang. So, this particular diecast, well, let's just say it's seen a little bit of action, unfortunately. So, if you remember the diecast haul, this one actually got a little bit beat up. So, the corner of the actual package looked like it was thrown. So, it happens, right? You know, maybe they were in a hurry in the postal truck or whatever because they change it between the logistics centers and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, the corner of the box was scrunched, and this was the only diecast out of all of them that was damaged. But fortunately, it looks like the diecast itself is in good shape, but the box, a little bit worse for wear. But you know what? We're going to keep on keeping on. Just grateful to have it, honestly. So, the box is on. You have Noah Gragson, Front Row Motorsports. At the time of this video, this is only what the second 2025 or first FRM diecast produced. It's tied between the what is it, the electric paint scheme for Noah Gragson. It was a battery sponsored one. Really cool car. Rush Truck Sitters is the official name. And no, it's not Clint Boyer, even though it looks very similar, or even Chase Briscoe. I digress. Let's go ahead and open up the diecast. And here we go, folks. Diecast out of the box. And first thing that I really see with this car, again, it really brings you back to Clint Boyer's run at SHR, and then Chase Briscoe, but a little bit of Tony Stewart as well. You know, I was a long-term fan of Stewart Haas Racing, so it's kind of cool to see him somewhat still alive with the FRM sponsorships. You know, Rush Truck Centers, and they had, what was it? Oh my goodness. The Miller Tech, that was the battery paint scheme. They had a paint scheme in 2024 when he was still with Stewart Haas Racing. So it's kind of cool to see him continue. And the number 4 is so daggum close to the Kevin Harvick number 4. I'm just like, you know what? They pretty much adopted the 4 car from SHR. That's pretty much the way I'll think about it. It's got Gragson right there in the front windscreen with the Ford decal there. We got Rush Truck Centers right there on the hood. Got the front of the diecast with the Ford bow tie, the Mustang pony right there. Give the number 4, and then Front Row Motorsports there. Check out the front livery here. You have kind of the black right behind the grille, which kind of makes the grille panels look a little bit larger. Then you have the yellow right there at the bottom, just above the skirt. Then you have the Sunoco decals with a red ribbon behind those as well. You know, left side of the diecast here, there's actually a lot going on for this paint scheme. One thing I really like about the FRM cars is their little contingency panel they do. I don't know why they make the logos so tiny, but it definitely reminds me of, well, you know, pretty much every era of NASCAR Gen 6 prior, where they would have a bunch of contingencies there. I don't know why they make the logos so tiny, because they're kind of hard to read, but I digress. Got the Goodyear decal there. Cup Series with the number 4. Looks like the entire left side panel decal is a little raised up. That's okay. Got Noah Gragson on the name rail. You got Ford, whatever the Biffin is. Let me zoom in here. Again, the logos are pretty tiny on this diecast, so it's kind of hard for me to read. I see Rush Truck Centers on the B post, maybe Miller Tech, I'm not sure, and I can't read the other one. Rush Truck Centers there with Cummins. Got Rush once again. Look how tiny that Safety Clean decal is. That's what I'm talking about. The decals are a little tiny for an expensive race car. You feel me? You would think FRM would want to kind of take advantage of the real estate they're putting on the tarmac. Got Title Max there with a Ford Performance decal. For the back panel of this car, got the Ford decal once again. Rush Truck Centers, FRM on the left side. Get your Mustang tail lights with the pop rivet on the spoiler. You can see the little yellow kind of leaking through the back panel, so I'm thinking the rear decal was a little raised up, unfortunately. Got the number 4 there as well. And then we go over to the right side of the diecast. Of course, pick this one up from our good friends at Circle B Diecast. Make sure to tap in and pick yours up today. Awesome little paint scheme here. First year with Gragson at FRM. I think he's going to be running with them again in 2026, if I heard that correctly. So that's pretty cool. And again, the box damage, that's not on Circle B. Literally, it was the Postal Service, because the box, literally the corner of it, was actually scrunched up. If you don't believe me, you can go check out my diecast haul. I filmed all of it. So it's the diecast, surprisingly. Like, I looked over when I was taking it out of the box, because I usually edit that out, so you ain't waiting 5 minutes for me to open the crap. You know what I'm saying? I was looking and I couldn't see any scrapes here. So surprisingly, the way that plastic insert was, it actually did a darn good job of protecting the diecast because I don't see any scratches around here. You do see a missing R on the Goodyear logo, so it looks like the decal itself probably was cut off a little short, but again, it happens. Got over here to the top of the car, you have the number 4 once again. Notice the outlining is actually different. I like that. You got rushtruckcenters.com, and then Gragson there on the back window with the dual shark fin rear window, which is really cool. Rush Truck Centers once again on the deck lid, and a pretty cool car. You know, Noah Gragson runs a ton of different paint schemes. I think the the Beef-A-Roo car out of kind of a cool sponsor name, Beef-A-Roo. I believe that diecast is actually getting made. And then I want to say there was another one, maybe some more, I don't know, but really cool stuff. As a Noah Gragson fan myself, I'm glad they're actually making some of his diecasts because I feel like he runs so many different cars, man. I don't know where Noah Gragson goes in his career, but I really believe in this cat, man. I think he could actually do a lot in the Cup Series. I feel like he hasn't had a legit opportunity. I mean, think about it. You go from JRM, he won like 4 races in a row, like 8 or 9 races in one season, doesn't win the championship. Championships in the playoff era, that's a story for a different day. Anyways, he goes to Cup Series 2023, driving for, GMS Racing or whatever, what was left of the Petty team. Not exactly great. Gets, kicked out of the ride. You go to 2024, you go to Stewart-Haas Racing, and they're liquidating all their assets, so pretty much. And then he goes to FRM in 2025, and they're expanding, and it's just, I feel like he just needs a little stability in the Cup Series, and I really think his talent will show. I mean, who knows? It could be aged like milk. It could age like milk, but I really am a fan of Noah Gragson. I remember when he won his first race in the Xfinity Series. I think it was Daytona 2020, and I saw him doing his little celebration. I think he had like a piece of rubber on the track that like caught a fire, and he was like doing his hands over it like this. And I was like, that's kind of cool. And then just seeing the swagger that he has throughout his Xfinity career, and I'm just like, yep, I got to be a fan of this cat. So I really hope that the future is very bright for him in the Cup Series because he's a personality I feel like this sport needs, man. You need some wild cards, so to speak. But yeah, absolutely fantastic diecast. Thank y'all for watching the video. Do I have that other Noah Gragson diecast near me? Let me see real quick, fellas. Yeah, I do. Let me show y'all real quick before we log off here. This is the Militech car. This thing is fantastic. He ran a Militech car in 2024, but this one smokes it in detail. Heavily inspired. I feel like, I mean, it's not inspired by it, but it reminds me of the NASCAR Thunder default paint scheme that you have on Create a Car. It has a ton of lightning bolts. That's pretty cool. And it also reminds me of the Jeff Burton Exide Batteries car. So if you're a fan of some nostalgia, this one has a little bit of that to it. That's all for now. DB signing off.